Welcome to heathenmatch.com, which is an online dating site with tons and tons of features. We get asked a lot of questions on how do you do this or how do you do that. So we went ahead and decided to make what we call the Heathen Match snippets. This will give you a little idea on how to do just one thing at a time. And today we're going to focus on setting up events, which is something that's unique to Heathen Match. We're going to make the assumption that you already signed up for Heathen Match and you have a login. If you don't, go ahead and do so now. It's very easy, and currently we're offering 100% free membership, so take advantage of that while you still can. When you log into Heathen Match, the first thing you get is your dashboard, and it tells you who your friends are, what groups you belong into, events you're going to, and a lot of other information that we'll get into later. So what we're going to focus on today is simply the events, which is, again, something unique to Heathen Match. An event can be something that you set up, whether it is a party that you're putting on and you want to invite specific people, to you're going somewhere and you want to see if someone will join you, to maybe a social event where, which is what we're going to set up today, where, hey, I'm going to this event, anybody else going, and where are you going to be kind of thing. So it lets you find a new way to meet people instead of just the old let's just meet at coffee sort of thing. So and it can also be set up by groups that are throwing big parties and events from that perspective. So we're going to go ahead and set up a social event. So we're going to go ahead and click on events. And when you click on events, you'll see that there are events in here that people have created. And there's a lot of things that you can do to find events. You can look at up-and-coming events. You can look at My Events, which is the events that either you created or events you're going to. Invitations, these are events that someone specifically invited you to. And then by categories, right now we just have the social in there to set up for this purpose. And then you can also search by tags. So if someone sets up an event and it's wine based, for example, like the apple blossom here, you can go ahead and click on the tags, look at all the different hashtags that people have set up, birthdays, apple blossom, fun hookup, horse races, whatever, and go ahead and click on, this case, I'm going to click on wine, and you'll be able to see that there's one event that has to do with wine, and that is the Apple Blossom Festival here. And if you were to click on that, you would see all the details about it and see that. Sorry about the funny picture, but it was all I had when I set it up. You can look at event details, and it's a link that goes out to it. Share it on Facebook or Twitter. You can make a comment about it, see who's going, the tags that are involved, and also the location. So it gives you a lot of information about the event right off the bat. So, and because this is one I set up, I can edit and delete it. So we're going to go back into events. One of the other things you can look at that's kind of neat is if you know like you're free on a particular weekend, you can hit the calendar and look to see the events that are going on in your area. So that's one of the things you can do, and you can do it by month or week or day, whichever makes it easier for you. So right now we're going to go ahead and add a new event. And then you have this button up here. And if you were starting just from the events category, you would go ahead and again hit the add a new event. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and do the Gold Cup races, which are big races in Virginia, horse races in Virginia. So the first thing you want to do is obviously put in the title. So we're going to say Gold Cup. And then you pick the date. In this case, it's going to be May 7th, 2016. And this is an all-day event, but let's just say you were putting on a show or some sort of party and you wanted to start and end at a certain time. Instead of picking all day, you would pick a specific time. If it were like the Apple Blossom Festival in the other example, you would pick an end date and pick when it ends. In this case, the Gold Cup is a one-day event, so we don't have to check that. So what you put is a little description or something like we are going, who wants to join us? So we're going to say we're going to the Gold Cup, and who wants to join us? The reason I'm not putting more information in here is because I'm going to link out to the event itself. And then here you can just simply say, you can click on the link button, and type in text to display. So we're going to say event details, and then the URL. Oops. And open another window or replace this window, and then insert, and you'll see right there it has events details in it. And then the location, this is important for if someone's using our phone app and they're doing geolocation and they're close by, maybe they want something to do that day, or just to be able to find out where it's located. So go ahead and type in the address. And that's in the Plains, Virginia. And then you can pick a category. Right now we have in here the default or general, which is what most people have been picking, or social. In this case, we're going to say it's a social event. Anybody can go to. It's open to the public. And then next you have to pick the maximum seats. So you have to put a number in here. So if something like this, social, just put a very large number. The reason we do that is, let's say, for example, you're having a private party or a private event, and the event place can only hold 20 people or 50 people. And that's why you would put that in here, so people can't invite themselves after you've already reached that goal. So you can also pick an image, and we're going to go ahead and pick just a picture here of the horses. And then next you can put who can view it. So either anybody can view it or by invitation. If you do it by invitation, you got to know that it's only going to be able to be invitation to people that are on your friends list. So these are people you asked to be your friend and they accepted it, or they asked you to be a friend and you accepted it. Those are the only people who will be able to view it if you pick by invitation only. So in this case, since it's a social event, anybody can go to it. And then who can invite people. So if you have a friend and you invited them, and they have another friend that's not on your friends list, they'll be able to invite that person if you pick the participants. Or the event creator, which is you. In this case, only you will be able to invite people. So you need to be aware of that when you pick these two things, because it has an impact, particularly if you're having a party at a private location. And that's the same with when you put in the address. Just be aware that people will see it unless you pick by invitation and event creator only, and then other people can't see about the event. So and then you put in some tags so people can find it. In this case, we're going to say horse race and wine, because there's always wine being consumed at the Gold Cup, and fun. So those are some of the things that we can put in there as tags so people can find it when they're searching. And then you go ahead and hit the add button, and it goes ahead and creates that event. And you'll see a little event was added. So it has the picture, and we're going who wants to join us. People, again, could share this on Facebook or Twitter if you want. It has all the details on the left-hand side. Who's going. I can invite people, but again, the only people I'm going to see here are the people on my friends list. And people can go ahead and make comments about it, about going or not going, or hey, we're staying, at this booth, stop by and see us, something along those lines. And then people can put yes, they're attending, or no, or maybe. So then you have your tags and then your location on where it is. So that's it for setting up an event. If you, again, you could be able to edit it, delete it, or go back to the events page and see that it's in there as our events. You can look at it from the calendar, the categories, if you want, and will allow you to see things. You can look at my events in here, and you can see these are the events that I set up and all the up and coming events. So that's how our event system works. It has a lot of security involved, whether you want to make it an open event or a private event, as long as someone's in your friends section. And you can go out and search on other events, maybe try something new. It's a little bit different than just meeting somebody and saying, hey, let's meet for coffee. You can find an event and meet them there. So that's it. I hope you enjoyed this and learn how to use events to help you meet the right person. Thank you.